Hey guys, it's Shayna. So I'm back with another video. As you can tell from the title, it's kind of an updated nighttime skincare routine. I know I'm always coming out with skincare routine videos, but that's just kind of like my favorite videos to watch, and my skincare routine changes, pretty regularly. So, I just like to refresh it every so often. And so a brand actually reached out to me, and I've kind of been testing a couple of their products that they sent me, and I'm finally getting around to doing the video. I just want to test products out long enough to be able to give you guys my, thorough thoughts on them. And so far I've really been liking them, so I thought I would come on here and just kind of show you how I've incorporated them into my nighttime skincare routine, as they are products that I use mainly at night. Okay, so the brand that reached out to me is called Clef. They sent me their Hydrating Cleansing Gel and their Copper Peptide mask, sheet masks. It's a Malaysian company, and I believe the word Clef is a combination of the words clean and effective. And what's great about Clef products are they are 100% vegan, they're cruelty-free, they're gluten-free, paraben-free, phthalate-free. I say cruelty-free, and they're also safe for pregnancy. So, so far I've actually been really enjoying the cleanser the most, just because I'm not a huge sheet mask wearer, but when I do need some really intense hydration, which lately has been very often, the sheet masks have been really good. But let me just first get into the cleanser. What's interesting about these two products are, even though they're a Malaysian brand, this is actually, the cleanser is actually formulated in Japan, and the sheet masks, I believe, let's see, yeah, so the sheet masks are formulated in France. The masks themselves are made in China. I'm not sure if that means, the sheet themselves is made in China, and the products are probably sourced from France or Malaysia. I'm not sure about that, but so I thought that was really interesting. Like the formulation of these products are, global, I guess. So one thing I really like about the cleanser is that it's, as you'll see in a minute, even though it's a gel cleanser, it's it foams, but it's like a very light foam, and it completely leaves my skin feeling like clean. But most gel cleansers that I've tried, they make my skin feel dry after. Like, it feels like the hydration has just been like sucked out of my skin, especially since, I live in a dry climate. It's pretty common for my skin to feel really dry after I cleanse it. But this, for some reason, is actually really gentle and hydrating. So it contains something called trehalose, I hope I'm saying that right, and a DNA repair complex. And from the notes that the company sent me in regards to what trehalose does, it forms a protective film over the skin, over the surface layer of the skin. So I'm just looking at some of the notes they sent me. It keeps the original nutrition and moisture of the skin, and helps to prevent skin aging. It also protects cellular DNA from being damaged by radioactive particles by forming a barrier on the cell wall. So those are just some interesting properties about trehalose. So what I take is that it somehow protects the surface of the skin by not allowing it to be dried out effectively. And so I think that's why it, when you use it, it makes your skin stay feeling hydrated. Just to run through some of the ingredients with you, it contains water, some, chemical properties, just a few. Trehalose, betaine, so it's got hyaluronic acid, panthenol, ferulic acid, I can't say this very well, glycyrrhizic acid, and resveratrol. So those are some of the active ingredients, and there's really not that many ingredients in the deck. So You know, I kind of like that in a cleanser. I don't necessarily think cleansers need to have like, you know, extremely long ingredient lists. So I think it's a pretty clean cleanser, and you know, as I already mentioned, they are a pretty clean brand. So yeah, I've really been enjoying this. Let's see, just on the back it says, our revolutionary and effective cleanser combines the properties of trehalose and DNA to help hydrate, strengthen, and protect your skin from everyday impurities while keeping your skin moisturized. It's moisturizing, firming, anti-aging, and repairing. So I've actually really, you know, I've been pretty impressed with this. I use this as my second cleanser. So I will go in and remove my SPF or any like foundation that I'm wearing with something else like Layu. Today I'm going to be taking I've really been enjoying the Chanel, I don't know how to say this very well, Louis. It's their anti-pollution cleansing oil. And I also really love the scent of this too. It's very soft, but it has just like a nice fragrance. It doesn't feel, it's not like, if any of you have tried the Hydra beauty line, it doesn't smell like that. It's got a different fragrance to it, but it's really light, and it just something about it is nice. And it feels really good too. Like it really feels like it's cleaning off all of the debris or anything like the SPF. It really cleans SPF well. I mean, it is a cleansing oil, so but yeah, so let's just get into my routine. Put my hair up out of my face. I actually finally got my hair cut after, I kid you not guys, I have not cut my hair since before I had my baby, so that was about almost like 2 years. Just with everything going on, COVID, it just ruined my hair care, whatever maintenance you want to call it. Okay, so let me first use my Louis. I don't know how to pronounce that, you guys. Louis, is that how you say it? I don't know. If anybody's French, please tell me. I take 2 pumps of this. It's just like a clear oil. Oh, it smells so good. And I just massage it all over. Right now, I just have a little bit of tinted SPF on. Little bronzer. Little blush. That's it. Oh, and I have a tiny bit of clear brow gel. And that's all I have on today. I just feel like this takes off stubborn SPF really well, and the SPF that I've been using lately has been like really hard to come off. It's the Lira BB creams. They're really good. I love them, and I say them because I mix 2 colors together, but they are potent. Very difficult to come off, but that's a good thing. Like, I don't want my SPF to be just like coming off with my natural oils throughout the day, you know. And can I just say that I'm filming this right after the Lakers won, so go Lakers. Okay guys, so my face is still wet. I just rinsed off the Louis, the Chanel, so now I'm gonna go in with the Clef, and it has like a, I don't know what you call that type of cap, but honestly, I wish I'm not a huge fan of that, but I'll talk about that later. So I squeeze out about that much. It's a clear gel, and looks like it's, can you see that? It's like, I like to show you guys the textures of things up close. So when you rub your fingers together, that's what it looks like. It's kind of an interesting, it doesn't feel like a normal gel cleanser. Like it's definitely different. And that's what it starts to do. It feels a little like, I don't know, like aloe vera-y, if that's a word. So, but the thing is even though it foams up, it doesn't strip the skin. It's really interesting. I really, really like this for my second cleanse. Because it doesn't leave your skin feeling stripped, which I like. But yet, it really does cleanse, and it feels like I'm getting off, you know, any excess makeup or debris from the previous cleanser that I used. It just feels really nice. It has like a very light, sort of clean scent. It doesn't have any fragrance added, so I'm guessing that's just a scent of the products or the ingredients. Yeah, it's very light. So yeah, that is the Clef cleanser, and I'm just going to go ahead and rinse my skin off now. Okay, just rinsed, and I'm gonna pat dry. See, like, and now that my skin is dry, it, like, I don't have any tightness, which I normally do, so I don't know, it's really, really good. Like, my skin really feels hydrated after cleansing with that. So this is just freshly cleansed skin with the Clef. You know, that's just the state of my skin right now. And it just doesn't, it feels very, very hydrated. And it doesn't feel tight. So there is some definite truth to the claims of it, you know, feeling moisturized and hydrated after, which my skin definitely does. Going back to some of the claims about the DNA repairing complex, so it's supposed to enhance the collagen in your skin. It's also supposed to promote healthy cell renewal and healthy cell growth. And it has an anti-oxidation, anti-ultraviolet light, and anti-radiation effect. So my skin just feels very hydrated. It feels balanced. It doesn't feel tight. And that's what I look for in a second cleanse. Well, basically in all cleansers. Like, I don't want my skin feeling tight ever. So yeah, I'm really, really impressed with this. Oh, and back to the only reason why I'm not a huge fan of this type of cleansing, or this type of packaging, is it's not really good for travel, because things like this can easily open, and then, you know, the contents will spill out. And also when you're kind of squeezing it out, when you close it, it kind of like leaves residue. Anyways, I'm just a stickler for packaging. Like, I don't know what it is, why I'm that way, but I don't know, maybe they could somehow figure out how to, maybe just like a screw on, or like a cap with a pump, maybe. That's also, the only thing with pumps is sometimes it's hard to get out like the last little bits, but I feel like with a packaging like this, you know, you could, you know, unscrew it and squeeze it out. But that's my only gripe about this product, is the packaging. But it's nothing like, I mean, where are we going these days, right? So but yeah, so far I'm really, really enjoying this, and I think I'm gonna continue using it. And in case some of you don't already know my skin type, I usually put it in the description bar below, but I have combination to oily, dehydrated, and acne prone skin. My skin is looking really good right now. As you'll see, I'm using this product. I'll show you guys in a bit. I feel like that's really, really helping keep my skin clear. But for the most part, yes, I just have very dehydrated and oily, mainly in my like forehead, down my nose, a little bit right here. My chin doesn't really get oily, so it's mainly just like here, my nose, and then my forehead that gets oily. But these areas are all pretty, like, even my chin can get pretty dry. So so far this has not dried my skin out more. It has helped to hydrate my skin, and I'm really impressed with this. Okay guys, I'm back. I just took a shower, washed my hair. I have my Aqua hair towel, and I really like these. I feel like they do cut down on drying time, and it's supposed to help prevent frizz. I think it really does work, but anyways, this is not sponsored by them or anything. This is not an Aqua video. Just wanted to point it out there in case you were wondering what kind of hair towel this is. But moving on, so once I have, you know, cleansed my face and everything, I will tone, and for that today I'm going to go in with the P50V. I've been alternating between P50, the regular, which is this one, and P50V. Sorry, I just sneezed a bunch of times, but I cut that part out. So I actually really like P50V a lot. This one's supposed to be for more dehydrated skin, but to me they feel very, very similar. But so I'm gonna go in and tone with this first before I use the copper peptide mask. So I'm gonna shake it a little bit. You've seen me do this like a billion times, so I'm going to speed through that. All right, so that was toning with P50V. So now I'm gonna let that kind of just dry a little bit, and we'll talk about the copper peptide masks. So in this box you get 5 sheet masks. They look like this. And so basically what is in this, I will just go through some of the things, some of the details of this. So it has no fragrance, no hormones, no alcohol, and no essential oils. So it's pretty, I would say, safe for most skin types. It's supposed to have 9-in-1 benefits. So it's moisturizing, brightening, repairing. It increases firmness, reduces wrinkles, fades scars, reduces pigmentation, minimizes pores, and increases elasticity. So copper peptide is a pretty expensive ingredient on the market. What it is it's a protein that's derived from our proteins that we manufacture in our bodies. It's supposed to help repair and reduce scars and wrinkles. So the copper peptide molecules are really, really tiny, and so that's what makes them easier to penetrate the skin, and thus they are supposed to help increase collagen and elastin production. So it's supposed to help with overall elasticity of the skin, firmness, and to also help obviously restore hydration. And that's my main reason, I guess, behind using these particular masks that they sent me, is I'm trying to increase the hydration levels in my skin. And I feel like sheet masks are really, really good for increasing hydration. So it actually says something interesting on the back. I'll just read it to you. It says, in 1973, Dr. Lauren Pickart found copper peptide in human plasma albumin. It acts as an activator for tissue remodeling and promotes the production of collagen, elastin, proteoglycans, and glycosaminoglycans. Clef anti-aging mask contains 30 milliliters of essence that can repair damaged skin, increase skin firmness, enhance elasticity, restore skin glow, and reduce both wrinkles and pigmentation. It says it's suitable for adults who often sleep late, face stress at work, and have unhealthy diets, and those who are experiencing early onset of wrinkles. And I think I already mentioned this. It's formulated in France, and it says on here to apply the mask for 20 minutes. So that's what I normally do. And what I find with sheet masks is I just leave them on not until they're dry, because I've heard that if you leave them on until they're dry, the sheet mask can actually start pulling moisture out of your skin. I don't know like what studies have shown on that, but that's just what I've heard. So I just leave this on for like 20 to 30 minutes and then take it off, and then I pat in the rest of the essence. So I will show you guys how I put this on, and you never look good in a sheet mask, so that's all I'm gonna say. And it does contain a lot of essence. I really feel like this, these sheet masks can be reused because of how much essence is left in here, and I feel really bad for not reusing them. But so it comes with like the plastic, you know, that's supposed to help maintain the shape of the mask so you can put it on. It's a very, very thin mask, which I like. I don't like the thick ones because I feel like the thick ones, they dry up real quick. Sorry, this is just really folded here. Okay, here we go. So there we go. That's the mask. Looks like one side got really crinkled up. All right, let's put this on. And sheet masks never fit my face well. I feel like I have like a really non-standard face shape. That did not work at all. Okay, there we go. It's very, very thin, which I like. It feels like it's going in my mouth. Okay. All right, so now we just need to adjust and make sure that we're getting good coverage. It's really dripping everywhere because it's so saturated. Okay. It's really getting in my mouth, so I'm just gonna wipe that area. I just find sheet masks can be really messy sometimes. This one is very saturated, so it's, I mean, it's all over my counter, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's a good thing when they're very saturated. Okay. Let me just fix this side. It actually has these little holes right here, so I'm gonna tear this so that it sits better. There, it's sitting more flush now. All right. So that is what it looks like with the mask on, and there is still so much essence left in this package. I don't know if you could see it, but there's a lot of essence in there, so I'm gonna try and just get some of that out and then try to put it on my mask, so I don't want to waste it. So I got quite a bit left. I'm just gonna pat it all over my neck. It's very, very watery, and it just feels like it really penetrates into the skin. All right, so I will go leave this on, and I will be back to show you guys what my skin looks like after, okay? All right, you guys, so it's been about 25 minutes, so the mask still feels very, very saturated, but, you know, obviously a lot of it has sunk into my skin, so I'm gonna peel this off now. Always feels good to peel it off. And, I mean, this is it's very, very thin, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to reuse this, but, I try to use up all the essence, so I don't want to waste it. But there's still a lot of essence on my skin, so I'm gonna just kind of pat it in. It was kind of dripping like down my neck. But right now, initially, just from removing it, my skin feels obviously extremely hydrated. There's still a lot of essence that I need to pat in. But it just feels cool. It feels, let me just look at it really quick and see how plump it is. It's looking much more hydrated and plump. It just feels really, really nice. I'm just gonna keep pressing in the essence. on my normal everyday nighttime routine, I would generally I like to purify my pores first before doing a hydration mask. So I'll use something like Vivant first. After I wash after I cleanse my skin, I will, you know, P50, then I'll go in with Vivant. I can do an updated masking routine, but what I've been doing lately is, because my skin's been feeling really just super dehydrated from wearing the SPF every day because it's just been so sunny and hot. My skin, since I use physical SPF, so zinc, mainly zinc based SPFs, zinc is an astringent, so it helps to, you know, keep your skin from producing so much oil throughout the day, and it's kind of been not drying my skin out, just dehydrating my skin more. So I've actually kind of changed up my daytime skincare routine and my nighttime skincare routine to alleviate that dehydration, and obviously using these sheet masks has really helped. So right now my skin just feels super hydrated. And but going back to what I was saying, my routine normally is to purify, but I did a pretty purifying mask last night. I used the Lira Ice Refining Mask. I've talked about this before. This one's super purifying. So if you're looking for like a very purifying mask, this one's great. And then on a normal, like, I pretty much mask every day. I will go in with Vivant mixed with, lately mixing it with Visolastine. These two together are really good. You get the purifying and all the great benefits of the Vivant, like the yeast, and then you get the really good hydration and moisturization from the Mask Visolastine. So these two together have been amazing. So yeah, so I will normally do that, or I'll just do Vivant and then I'll do the sheet mask. Okay, so now that it's like pretty much soaked in, my skin feels really hydrated. It feels, you know, like, it doesn't feel dry at all. It feels like there's a little bit of tack. There's like some plump. You know, my skin feels extremely hydrated, and I really like that feeling. So the hydration factor, the moisturization factor of the Clef masks is like 110% there. So I really like, you know, I really like these masks for that. So the hydration is completely there. I love how hydrating these masks feel. And over time, I'm sure the more you use them, it will definitely help to contribute to firmness and anti-aging because of the copper peptide in there. So I think, yeah, with continued use, you will get a lot of the anti-aging benefits. They sent me a box and it comes with 5, so I've used 3 of them now. So I have 2 left, and I will continue using them. I'm not sure how long it's supposed to take till, you know, you can see the anti-aging benefits, but, you know, I mean, that's all pretty subjective. So yeah, I'm super impressed with those masks, and I will continue to use them. Okay, so after, if I'm not masking, what I normally do is I'll go in with an essence like the Laneige Cream Skin. I've been really liking this because it's super hydrating and lightweight, and it's like a really nice toner essence kind of in one. That's what I'll do at night. And then after that is when I go in with my Lira Pro Light, which looks like this. I've talked about this so many times. I've raved about this so many times. This is what keeps my skin from hyperpigmentation, and just, it helps to fade any existing hyperpigmentation, and also helps to prevent post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So I'm going to take some of that, and the reason why I use that straight after masking or anything is, it looks like this. It's really runny. The reason why I use that straight after is because I want it to be the first thing the closest product to, you know, my skin. I really want it to penetrate, you know, deeply. So it smells like oranges. It smells really good. So yeah, it's got arbutin in it, so it really helps to brighten the skin. So that's what I love about the Lira Pro Light. I go through one of these like once a month. It's like my holy grail anti-pigmentation product. Okay guys, this is future me. So when I was filming the video yesterday, I forgot to mention, and I forgot to even apply my eye cream, which is so weird, but I guess filming just like threw me off. But this is the eye cream that I've been using at night. It is the Neocutis Lumiere Riche or Riche extra moisturizing illuminating eye cream. So far I have really been liking this. I know Neocutis's whole range is based on growth factors, so I just have been really liking this. So let me show you. It has like interesting packaging. The pump is, I was like, where does it come out of? There's a tiny, tiny, tiny little hole right there. And then you just pump it out. I'll just show you how much I use. I use about that much for both eyes. I just dab it between my little ring fingers and then I apply. And I know that the Biologique Recherche, you know, theory is that you're not supposed to use eye cream at night because you'll wake up with puffy eyes. I'm just not one of those people that, you know, has puffy eyes in general ever, unless I have like, you know, I've been rubbing my face in a cat or something. I don't really get puffy eyes, but so that's why I am fine with putting on eye cream at night, and I like putting on eye cream at night. I don't have a problem with it, but that is my eye cream, and I've really been liking it. It feels like really, really nourishing and hydrating and moisturizing, and I've mentioned this before. One of the reasons why I don't like certain eye creams is because I feel like they are too slippy. This one just, I don't know, like it has a really nice texture for an eye cream. It just like makes the eye area feel really like it's coated in, you know, something very, very rich and hydrating, and that's why I like to use this one at night. I think they have, in fact, I'm pretty sure they have the Lumiere, just like the regular version, not the rich version, which would probably be really good for the daytime, but or the nighttime, but I just really, really like this one for the nighttime. But yeah, so I just forgot to talk about that yesterday, so that's why I am inserting that in here. So let's just get back to the real video, okay? All right, so once I've let the Lira Pro Light sink in for about 5 minutes, this is the next product that I take, and it's the Marini Bioclear Face Lotion. This stuff is really, really good, and I think this is what's been helping to keep my skin really clear. So it's got several different acids in it. So it's got salicylic acid, glycolic acid, azelaic acid, and a few others, but like mainly those are the three acids that help to, you know, contribute to keeping your skin clear and your pores, you know, clear, and helping to prevent acne and all that. So I really, really have been enjoying this. I purchased this through my friend who I've mentioned before, my esthetician friend. She is she has her own website, Lola Glow Skin. Her name is Sarah, and she also is the one who I purchase all my Lira products through. So I will link her information below, and you can purchase a bunch of Marini skincare through her as well. So she's the one that recommended this for me, and I really, really have been enjoying this. So I will go ahead and use some of this. I just take, it's a dropper, so I take a dropper full of this, and I just really think that this stuff helps to keep my skin clear. It's like a semi-clear gel. sinks in really quick, and I think the glycolic acid in this is what really has helped, because I remember when I was using the Ordinary's glycolic acid toner, my skin was really clear. I was using that at night, and I was using the P50 during the day. And I remember back when I was using that, how clear my skin was. And ever since I stopped using anything with glycolic acid in it, my skin just hasn't been as clear. Like, I get breakouts, but when I introduced this into my routine, it was like my skin just suddenly became so much more clear, and I have less breakouts. So I'm really contributing the glycolic acid to what's been helping keep my skin clear. Because normally, like, salicylic acid is great and everything, but for me, it doesn't really help with acne. It just kind of helps to, for me, it just helps to keep my pores, you know, pretty clear and also refine the skin. But something about glycolic acid for me and for my skin really helps to combat acne. So I've really been enjoying this for that. And then after that, I let that soak in for about 5 minutes. I don't like to rush my skincare at night. During the daytime, when I'm using like majority, pretty much, yeah, all Biologique Recherche products, I feel like because the textures are so thin, you can work a lot more quickly, and that's why I like it for the daytime, because I don't have as much time. But during the night, I have more time. So during the nighttime, I have more time, and I can just do stuff around the house while I'm letting each layer soak in. All right, so after I use the Bioclear, I will let that sit for about 5 minutes, and then I will go in with a hydration serum. The two that I've been alternating between are the Chanel Hydra Beauty Micro Serum and the Glow Recipe Plump Hyluronic Serum. I just picked this one up. This one's pretty new. I wanted to try it just to see how it compared to the micro serum, because this stuff is really good. The only thing I don't like about it is I don't like how Chanel has to fragrance the crap out of everything. And I'm not a huge fan of the Hydra Beauty scent. It's okay, but it's not like, I just prefer unscented. Like, I don't know why people have to put so much fragrance in products, but I know it's the experience. So the Glow Recipe has a much softer, kind of a little bit fruity, but it's just a lot more pared down of a fragrance than the Hydra Beauty. But both of these are what I alternate between. I'm not sure which one is better. They're both very similar in, you know, what they do, which is to help hydrate and plump the skin. So I think tonight I'm gonna go in with the Plump by Glow Recipe, but these are the two that I use regularly. It comes in a nice, it's glass, it's not plastic. It looks plasticky, but it's actually glass. And then I take 3 pumps of that. It's clear, just like a normal hyaluronic acid serum. I find that this one doesn't pill like a lot of hyaluronic acid serums do for some reason. So that's why I like it, and I continue to use it, because that's one big problem that I've noticed with a lot of hyaluronic acid serums that I've tried in the past is they just pill on me, and I don't know what it is, but this one doesn't pill and it plumps nicely. The Chanel Hydra Beauty Micro Serum doesn't pill either, and that's another reason why I really like this one too. This one really does hydrate. But yeah, so that's my hydration serum step, and then I let that sink in for like 2 to 3 minutes, and then when my skin's feeling like really dry and dehydrated, for some reason I've been getting a lot of dehydration around this area, and I know it's from all the SPF that I've been using, because I don't normally have that much dehydration, but So I picked up Colostrum. This has really helped to use at night. I don't use this during the day just because it's like really, it's very moisturizing, and it would just be a little bit too moisturizing for me during the day. But at nighttime, I really enjoy this. So I'm going to use some of this tonight since my skin does feel a little bit, well, it's very hydrated after the mask, but during the day it was feeling a little bit dehydrated. So I'm gonna use some of this tonight. I take 10 drops. And this just like instantly moisturizes. I was kind of thinking it would be too much for me, too heavy, but it's really not. It's perfect. It just makes my skin feel super moisturized, and when I wake up in the morning, my skin is just incredibly moisturized and hydrated, and it's gonna be really hydrated because I use that mask. And just so you guys know, get an understanding of what my nighttime skincare routine is like, I don't use the sheet masks every day, obviously. They only sent me one box which contains 5, but I do use other sheet masks. What I like to use, like as I mentioned before, what I like to use sheet masks for specifically is hydration. I know BR makes a sheet mask, the Pigma 400 sheet masks. I haven't tried those yet, but I might try those at some point. But some of my favorite masks are for hydration. I will show you. So along with the Clef, these are in my top, 5 favorite sheet masks now because they are extremely hydrating. But some of my favorites are for hydration are the Guerlain Super Aqua Mask. I love these. I also like their, the eye patches as well. If I go like on a flight somewhere, usually if it's like a long haul flight, I will take this and the eye patches with me on the plane, and I put those on. And I know I look like a crazy person, but you know what? And then I also like the SK2 sheet masks. These are really good as well. And then for brightening, my favorite masks are the Colbert MD. They look like this. These are really good for brightening. So these are all of my favorite masks now. This and the Guerlain are my favorite for, are my favorite for the hydration. The SK2 is a great mask for getting a big dose of radiance and patera, so I like that. But these are really good now, so just to give you guys an idea of some of my favorite masks. Okay, so once the colostrum has soaked in, I will go in with my last step in my skincare routine, which is basically, it's a combination of cream Dermopurifiante and cream mask Vernix. So I got this idea from somebody, I can't remember who it was, but somebody commented on one of my videos saying they like to take combination instead of just using one or the other, and I was like, why didn't I think of that sooner? So this is a new jar for me, and what's kind of interesting about this new jar is it's the old formula, but to me the texture is looks very much like the new texture, so I don't know. I take about that much of the Dermopurifiante on my hand. Yeah, I don't know. The back of the box said it was the old ingredients, but the texture, I'm telling you, is very different from my old tub or jar. And then I take about that much of Vernix. Slightly less Vernix than Dermopurifiante, and I mix them together in my palms, and then I just gently massage that in. I feel like mixing them is, you get the best of both worlds. You get the best, of the purifying ingredients from the Dermo, and then you get obviously all the amazing benefits from Vernix. So I really like mixing them together. And this completes my updated nighttime skincare routine using daily the Clef Hydrating Cleansing Gel, and then alternating on days that I'm going to be sheet masking with the Clef Copper Peptide sheet masks. I love this cleanser a lot. It's probably my favorite second cleanser that I've tried because it doesn't strip the skin and it just leaves your skin feeling fresh but clean, and you know, it's just a really, really good cleanser. It has really good clean ingredients, very simple. It's not, you know, it's just a simple, basic, but very hydrating cleanser with really good ingredients. So if that's what you're looking for, I think you're gonna really enjoy this. And just to give you an idea of some of the other kind of second cleansers that I've tried lately, I've tried the Molecular Silk Amino Hydrating Cleanser by Allies of Skin. I've also tried the Refresh Cleansing Oxygen Infusion Face Cleansing. These two I purchased on my own, but out of all of these three, I've been reaching for this one the most because I just think it is so gentle and it is just a really, really good second cleanser. So yeah, I really enjoy this, you guys. It's a really, really good basic second cleanser with really good ingredients that helps to hydrate the skin, which is what I'm looking for and what I need. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was interesting, and thank you to Clef for sending me some products to try. It's always fun and really exciting for me to try products, and they work great. So I hope if anybody is interested in, you know, trying these products, I will leave a link down below where you can purchase them. It'll be an affiliate link, so just putting that out there. They offered to give me an affiliate link, so I thought that was really nice of them to do that for me and for you guys. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.